Thank you.
Okay.
Good job, guys. Fallout Boy, come on now. All right, we're going to bring out the other two guys. Where are Pete and Joe at?
I'd like to invite my guests of honor, Pete and Joe.
Don't break it, Patrick. You want to put it over here? Yeah.
Yeah. I got like thousands of those things. I don't actually.
Where are the other guys? Come
my
on
guest of
out,
honor,
guys.
Joe.
Have a seat.
Guests of honor,
My guests of honor,
Joe
Pete.
Troman, Peter Wentz.
Oh, thanks.
She loves
Here,
a lot of things
take
so
it.
far.
Just take it.
Fallout Boy, again, if you are watching right now, see that little computer right there? We're streaming this on
Is
the
that
internet.
what the internet runs
Yes,
off of?
that's
That
the
computer?
internet.
That's the internet right
That's
there.
the
All right.
internet. So if anybody wants to ask a question
Is
to
that where I
Fallout
would
Boy,
find the
you wanna read?
pornography?
Wow. All right, it's hashtag FOB River Quest, Quest. Send in a question. We will read them in just minutes. Plus, we have a ton of questions from everybody here. Welcome to the Direct Auto Insurance Garage. Fallout Boy, you guys, what's going on? Welcome.
I'm leaving mine.
Thanks.
We have 3 mics, not 4. It's weird.
A little weird.
You can deal with it, right? You're
A little
good?
little strange and weird, but you know.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but tonight is the final night of the tour. Yeah, right here at the Ryman. Now, was this a fun ride for you guys? Was this everything you expected, everything and more? What would you change? You want to do it again? You want to come back tomorrow? What's the deal?
I'd make the venues hotter if possible. You know,
Loved it.
they weren't hot
I
enough.
think we didn't. We did not.
I was being facetious. They were hotter than the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we expected any
Praise
of
the
this.
great Satan. So anyway, I will say that we didn't expect the tour to turn out the way it did. We didn't expect people to be so excited about it. So I don't think we'd change a thing because it went above our expectations.
It was a hoot.
It's a hoot.
Throw hoot nanny.
What's one of the craziest things that happened on this tour? Say whether it's a fan experience or with you guys on the bus or anything. Give me one crazy story. You're like, I can't believe that just happened.
This was not an especially. I'm sorry to just take a needle to that
Burst your
bubble, but
bubble.
there's not really. This wasn't an especially crazy tour. I can't
Really?
I can't really think of one really nutty.
Well, there was this one time, and I was ordering a sandwich, and it came out. You know, I ordered it with guacamole and all that stuff, and it just came out as an avocado. And I was like, "That's not guacamole. That's avocado, my man."
It's so
Yeah, it was
nuts.
crazy.
Unbelievable. So then you would say that you guys have matured since Fallout Boy. You're almost like Fallout Men.
That is a phenomenal pun.
Thank you.
I think anyone that talks about how mature they are isn't very mature. So we will not be discussing that topic.
You know, we're just drinking vodka with
Yeah, we're too
Ensure.
mature for that.
Vodka with Ensure, you know, just getting our bone health. Very mature. He was like, I don't know. Skip that one.
Skip that one. All right, let's get one of these questions from one of the people that are here. Let's see.
Let's pick one of the guys
actually,
out. How many
no.
guys are there here?
I'm sure there's a few
2?
guys.
1.
No, there's
you.
more than
All right.
2.
Great.
Actually, Jake from Nashville wants to know what your inspiration is behind this album.
This.
I don't know.
That's the real answer. This record, I mean, a big part of it was that we wanted to wait until we were ready to be, until the music dictated that we wanted to be a band again. We weren't going to come back just for, you know, just to do a couple laps and collect a paycheck, you know. We wanted to there's that thing of like, yeah, it's the big reunion tour and all that nonsense. And it's like, that's not why we were ever interested in doing a band. We wanted
Break up. We also didn't break up, so there was no reunion. So
which, yes. But we wanted to just wait until the music really spoke to us, and that was the thing. And so we were just inspired by the first couple songs that we wrote for the record, and from there it was like, hey, let's do the band and a record to.
There you have it. We were inspired by inspiration.
In a roundabout way.
There you go. Way to not answer the question. Okay. I like this one. I
what
like
we
this
do.
one. Becca wants to know, have any of you guys ever used the pickup line, hey, I'm in Fallout Boy?
Nope.
yeah, I say it to my wife all the time. She tells me to F off.
Fudge off.
You'd be surprised how well that would not work, I think.
Really?
I don't think so.
Why? I've used "Hey, I'm on the radio."
Well, I'm sure it just brings in the most deep
The
people.
best,
Yeah,
the
just
best.
really deep, really storied, wonderful women.
Have you ever seen? There's a Kids in the Hall sketch where the dude goes up to a girl at a table and he's like, "Hey, I'm Kevin from Kids in the Hall." They go, "Oh, we know. We just don't care." That's kind of what it's like.
Yep.
I like this one. Rob from Murfreesboro wants to know, what was your first job? Anywhere. Anybody can start. Go ahead. Don't let me stop you.
I worked at 13
Selling
years old. I
drugs.
worked at a liquor store.
I sell drugs.
That's illegal.
It was super illegal. Yeah, it's crazy illegal. Yeah, I used to stock the back room, which then I just steal alcohol and sell to other kids at school.
Making money at 13.
It's a terrible
I like
idea.
it.
I don't recommend it. It's just what I did.
Stay in school, guys.
What about Andy? What was your first job?
I worked at Kmart.
Also illegal.
I had to clean up puke this one time. It was
Definitely illegal.
Pete, what do you got?
I worked at a pool concession stand and just ate nacho cheese all summer. It was great.
That's
That was
awesome. That's a good
I
summer.
honestly thought about quitting and going back to that.
Yeah, I love that.
You guys are all welcome at the pool whenever, though.
You guys have that nacho cheese job open? That'd be great.
Patrick, what was yours?
I was the manager of the frozen foods department, there was one guy.
Your first job was already manager?
Yeah, well, they gave me the title, but I was the entire
Started
frozen foods
from the
department.
bottom, now we're here.
Of Jewel Osco, which is a chain of supermarkets. I just stocked shelves. But they told me I was a manager, which sounded great when you're 15.
Great title, no perks.
It was very Dwight Schrute.
Okay, so Anna in Franklin wants to know, in the song Dance Dance, Pete, you whisper something in the song Dance Dance. What is it that you whisper?
I feel like that's one of those things where people ask about the briefcase as well, and we'll just never know. You know, why would a magician ever tell us tricks?
He's a
So really,
magician.
you don't know what you whispered.
I have no idea.
Interesting. Let's go to the internet. Do we have anything here, Nada?
We have some really good questions from the internet. Okay, so on Twitter and on our chat online at 1075theriver.com, Nikki asks, if you had to get a tattoo of each other's names, where would you put it on your body?
My ass.
Cool. So now I'll know where to put this thing.
I think that's good.
That's it.
I
What
think
do
we're
we got?
good. I think those are great answers. We're good on that.
Let's go to the next one on the internet. Nada, what do you got?
Okay, somebody on the chat wants to know, what's Joe's animal side?
French bulldog.
French bulldog, sure. I own a French bulldog. I have a tattoo of a French bulldog. I
You just
am
love
obsessed with French bulldogs. It's the only kind of dog that should exist.
No.
Okay. Which one of you guys has like a strange phobia? Are you scared of it? Like, who's scared of the
afraid of
dark? Who
I'm-
sleeps with a nightlight?
I hate elevators.
Okay.
I really do. It scare the hell out of me. I hate them. I'm afraid of getting stuck in one for real.
Is he lying? Pete, is he lying?
Scary.
No, I don't think so.
No, I'm not lying at all. No, I hate them. I'm
No.
claustrophobic to begin with. So
We have this, our management company, they have this like elevator that is
Oh my
basically
God.
being run by two 45-year-old chimpanzees, like make it go up and down. And I would swear the guy who owned the building there was like talking to me, and he's like, you got to see my Maserati. It's so awesome. I'm like, fix the goddamn elevator.
It's like an old New York elevator. You gotta like open the door to get.
Oh, those
after
are
that-
creepy.
They're cool looking, but
No,
they
I
may
wouldn't.
not work, and they may just the wire may snap and you may fall and die.
That was my impersonation of riding in it.
Of that. Great.
Nada, got another internet one for me?
Yeah, I've got another good one. Okay. Who is most likely to go to prison and for what?
Andy, but for something noble, like animal rights activism or something.
Like
I mean,
staying in a tree too long or something?
I think this is real. I think this
No.
is real. I have a feeling it'll be me for something insane, like accidental, like the time I got arrested for having a driver's license in Illinois and not in California. Like, I'm just wild man, right? But like, it's like something like that where it's like clerical error or something like that that I'm gonna go to prison for. I think, because that's
I mean, you do fit that description, whatever it may be. Are you a white guy? Yeah, you're under arrest.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Nada, what do we got?
Okay, this one's a little weird. Not that the rest of them haven't been. Shelby asks, would you rather have one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I refuse
Reddit
this
wants its question back.
I refuse this question because I've been asked it so many times.
What is okay? So
Yeah,
where
I
is this coming
refuse.
from?
Just think of
I
your
refuse.
own. You got to think of your own question. That's the answer. Think of your own question. You can ask another one. Think of a new one.
All right, we've got it. We've got some more.
I'm gonna be mean. Fine, a horse-sized duck. Easily.
It doesn't. It's not a real.
Is a
I don't
horse-sized duck-
understand what
it's
it
a-
is.
it's a-
What's
yeah.
the point of the
Shout out to
question?
all the mouth breathers.
Okay. We'll go with a little bit more normal question. If you guys were to be comic superheroes, who would you be?
Horse-sized duck.
That was valid. I like that.
We have such weird questions. I don't know why. Do you guys always get really weird
Yeah.
questions?
That's it. That's all.
Like, I like this one from Ashley in Sarasota. She's like, what do you have a fetish for? Like, fill in the blank.
That's not that weird of a question. Everyone's
That's
got
a
a fetish.
legitimate question, I guess.
All right, let's talk about fetishes. All right, okay, I like that.
Like I like a fillet of fish fetish. You know what I mean? This is
I've got a bit of a neck fetish.
fillet of fish fetish.
I like that.
must
I
admit.
liked that. There it is. That was it. I just discovered my fetish.
Abby wants to know some cool pranks that you guys pull on each other on tour.
Cool pranks. I like to spoof and goof these guys on a constant basis.
So
I
I-
can't even remember.
We're
the pranks.
mature now. We don't do that.
I basically like to prank our security guy rides on a bus with me and Patrick, and
oh, yeah, there you go.
we had this one's like kind of a lame prank. I forgot that I was doing it, but I knew that when you're on a bus, you don't get satellite service lots of times, so the TV doesn't work, and he like loses his mind. I don't know. Is he here? I don't want him to hear.
Yeah, he's
And so I taped like a zillion. I recorded like a zillion episodes, and then I planned on when we didn't have service, I was just gonna watch them and pretend the satellite was working fine for me or whatever. But then I forgot to do it, and I just watched a movie.
you ruined it.
2012, starring John Cusack. It's a story of the redemptive quality of a father. Help me out here.
So
You fly the giant plane in it. I've seen it before, right?
Yeah,
Russian-
yeah,
a
yeah.
Russian-
An
a-
aircraft
a
carrier
billionaire's
smashes
plane.
into the White House.
So a somewhat real one is that so we have a little microphone towards the back of the stage that's just for ourselves and
His
crew.
thing is tiny. What I'm talking about, it is a little guy.
Yes, a little small microphone. Anyway, so there's a microphone at the back of the stage so that like the audience doesn't hear it. If we have to say something to each other that we don't want the audience to hear, there's that microphone there.
Don't
And
say bad things about the audience, by the way. They're for jokes. It's supposed to be for.
they're actually not.
It's
This
for
is where I'm going with
technical
this.
things,
It's
really.
not for jokes. and every time when I'm talking, somebody says something in there and I can't hear what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
I'm almost about to say the thing that somebody else made the joke about. So that's like every night.
The microphone.
No, exactly. What's happening? There's a little microphone that the crowd can't hear, and then I can't figure out the story.
Yeah, we lost you a while ago. It's a
Yeah, I
good
know.
story, though. It's a good story.
Come back.
So cool story, bro, isn't actually a compliment, is
Okay.
it?
I thought it was my whole
All right,
life.
let's go back to the internet. What do we got, Nada?
Okay, back to the tattoos. What's the most painful spot you've gotten a tattoo?
On my skin. Those are the most
Oh,
painful spots.
Yep.
Really?
Because they all hurt. People are like,
No, I don't like here. I don't like here, and I don't like here.
I actually don't like
but
my
that's
legs.
all done. So
I thought my legs were far more painful than my arms, to be honest. And I would have thought
I
the
didn't
other way
point
around.
that.
What's
I
up?
said here.
I'm just telling you about me. I don't have your
Ribs.
skin and body on my body, so I don't know what it is.
Alright.
Yet.
Pete, this one is
You know
for
what I'm
you. Kelsey
All right.
Carter on Twitter wants to know, do you really love pizza as much as you say you do?
I do love pizza that much. I think about it all the time.
Well, that's interesting.
That would be also my fetish. So if anyone's looking to have a threesome with a pizza,
Noted. Noted. Stella on the chat wants to know, what's the weirdest dream you've ever had?
I don't remember my dreams.
I never remember
much.
my dreams. Maybe that's just weird.
When I was younger, I used to have this dream about a little witch, and I would like throw it in the garbage, and it would keep coming out of the garbage. And I was like, I was terrified, and then I kind of just realized that I'm a pussy. Am I allowed to say that? Are we on the radio or
We're
on
not
the
on the
internet?
radio,
Oh,
you're
we're on the
fine.
internet. Okay, great.
Everything's okay on the internet.
Like a pussy cat.
They're listening in, though. You know?
Okay, here's another weird one. If you guys were dating each other, who would make the first move?
Me.
Yeah, sure.
It would be like ridiculously bad. We have this high five we do before we play every night, and it goes in a certain order. We always like come over, and it's like bad high fives and
Wait, can we
miss
see it?
each other, and
Can we see the high five?
No, we can't do it now.
only
It's
for
bad
the
luck.
it's bad luck.
I'll do one. That.
That's basically how it goes. Whoa, whoa, buddy.
First
Got a
move.
little carried away.
First move right there.
Told you. What did I say?
You need a catchphrase, Hurley. Told ya.
So we were chatting about this before, like back before we came out here. But of course, Pete has a beautiful child. You guys know that, right? We were chatting. We're like, who would Pete trust to babysit his kid? Why don't you go ahead and tell
Oh,
everybody?
yeah, okay. I trust all these guys, to be honest with you. He comes on tour and hangs out or whatever, but he wakes Patrick up in the morning, you know, on the bus, because we share a bus, and
Patrick sleeps till 3.
but
He's
He's a night
voice.
owl. He's a night
The
owl. He
voice,
stays
you
up
know,
late. It's
gotta-
It's all relative. It's all
Golden
gets a lot of like help with the he's got an iPod and plays video games with Patrick, and then Andy, he thinks it's funny because I have a brother named Andy. He thinks it's funny that he's got 2 Andys in his life, and they also share a lot of interests,
Cool.
superheroes, and he wants to know the origin stories of pretty much every villain. So
Yep.
I sent him over to
I
Andy.
learn a lot from him, too. about
And then I think
his favorite superheroes.
Joe's just he like is obsessed with Joe's dog, and he has a good time with this guy in general.
Yeah.
Joe would probably be doing the babysitting.
I
Also, I feel like I could pay Joe in something other than I don't have any cash on me, my man.
I will take a vodka soda then. No, I have nephews that are the same age, so I'm very used to being around little dudes. So I like it.
Little dudes. All right, we're going to wrap it up with this question. Everybody around the world kind of wants to know the same thing. You got the album out now. When you're on the bus, are you writing? Is
Where's
there
the
going to be
beef?
more stuff?
Where's the beef?
They don't all want to know that. We only got 2 people that want to know that. But what's next? Are we going to get another album and another album and another album and
We'll see
10
how
more
we
albums?
feel after this.
I mean,
don't know. How
I mean,
feel
we
about
would
it.
like to keep making new music. That's why we came back.
kidding.
From
A
our
whore-sized duck.
a horse-sized duck?
That's the album for that's
What
the
size
album
would that
title.
be? But I didn't say horse. Yeah, but no, I mean that's why we came back to do stuff, was to make new music, and so that's the plan, that's the hope, that's what we want. But we do have a tour coming up in the fall, which is a bigger tour, an arena tour, and it'll be near here. It'll be in Memphis. So it's only 3 hours away.
We learned that.
3 hours away. You're the one that
Yeah.
learned that.
You know, in those like Christmas movies when they have the elves like scurrying about and like building toys really fast. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do see like Patrick doing that on our bus with all kinds of like writing stuff and like running around like "Ee," and he's like I see a lot of productivity going on. That's what I was saying.
There's been a lot of everyone doing a little bits of writing
producto.
and stuff lately. So I mean, it will all
So there's writing.
something will happen.
There's a tour
unless,
coming.
unless something else happens.
It sounds like we're going to get more stuff from Fallout Boy. That's what I'm
Sounds like
thinking.
it to me too.
Yes. Fallout Boy. Give it up for Fallout Boy.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Well, that's awkward.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so what we're going to do is now we are going to have everybody kind of line up, and you guys are going to get to take a photo with Fallout Boy.